Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Stainless Steel Medieval 2 Total War, where we're still at war with the Moorish Caliphate. We managed to push them back from Silves and also from this bridge down here after two pretty heroic and prominent battles last episode. Hopefully we can take Silves. There's this Moorish diplomat, I suspect he might be pushing for peace. But that being said, the Moors aren't actually at war with anyone else apart from ourselves. So they might end up coming over and attacking us. I should make friends with the Kingdom of Aragon as well. Also, just keep working on our princess.
Hello, Your Highness.
Hello, Your Highness. Because I want to still progress forward. I will send my diplomat into the Papal States at Rome. Give you some trade. I'm also going to make a single payment of 500 dinars, and I'm just going to give it to the Pope.
I see no problem here. Until next time.
Hopefully, over time, that will increase our standing with His Holiness. Urraca is now 31. If we don't get her married soon, she's going to be past childbearing age. So we need to find someone for her. Let's maybe go speak to the Venetians over here.
Royalty needs its rest,
Royalty needs its rest, my lord. Right, what was I doing? My lord. How's the religion doing over here? We need to send the cardinal over here to counteract this prophet. Because he's very, very pious. There's also another heretic down here. There's always a lot of religious struggle in this part of the world. Just make sure everyone's doing something. It's also... we can't bring you back. I don't think there's anything else we can do this turn. So we'll end the turn there. See what occurs next. Still an Inquisitor hanging about, which I'm a little worried by. I imagine the Islamic factions may push to get Cairo back with a jihad. So I think the Turks can join that, the Fatimids, the Moors can join that. I'm not sure about the Cuman Carmenates. They presumably can, but they're quite far away. So I'm not sure on that. We really do need to get our daughter married now, because at some point she's no longer going to be that useful to us. Okay, a Moorish religious unit coming down towards Silves. That's okay. If we can take Silves now, that would be pretty useful, and then we might be able to sue for peace just to get our infrastructure up and running. Wouldn't be a bad thing, all things considered. Kingdom of Hungary is going home, having fought or headed down to Crusades towards Cairo. They weren't that far away from beating the Crusader, kind of the Crusading kingdom down there. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen going forward. Well, you've got back into Moorish territory. Holy Roman Emperor is dead. Aha! Gonçalo de Portugal has come of age. Excellent, a third general. Byzantines and the Seljuks are at war, that's okay. Gonçalo de Portugal has come of age. After years of study with both sword and scholar, this boy has at last come of age where he may start accepting responsibilities. As long as he remembers the lessons he's been privileged enough to receive, he shall be a key asset in your people's plans for the future. We're going to want to get him married as well. Are you any good? No. Relatively healthy, you're naturally frail, so you're -1 to general set points. You are initially minded, sharp, religiously minded, and virile. So you're probably better as an administrator than a commander, Gonçalo, but that's fine. You can probably make that work. I don't really want to put down a brothel, because that can sometimes make your generals a little bit kind of drunk. So we'll go for logging camp. Here at Lisbon, we can't really recruit much, so we'll just retrain. We'll get another boat in production. Boats are useful. down in Seville. We'll get some Jinetes. I just need to check something. So, King Enrique, you are Duke of Oporto. You're the Duke, the Lord of Barrios. Don't know which one that is, but send Controller down to Lisbon because he can probably make us a bit more money there. I don't think he's ever going to be a particularly great commander, but I would like to get him married soon as well because at the moment we've got no more chance of children coming in.
Yes.
Now this army here, which is a bit battered and broken, all things considered. Let's bring it back here. For now, we can stand on the bridge. We've had good luck with bridge battles before. You come back to Lisbon for now.
Full sails.
And we might well push further on. I wouldn't mind having a push at Cordoba, but Cordoba is going to be a tough target, I would think. But this pretty much guarantees we can take out Silves this turn.
Command me. We shall send them to hell.
I didn't build any siege equipment. That was silly of me. We probably don't need that many. That will do. There's only 3 units in here. We can take them next turn. Your Majesty. I'll move you over to these 2 units over to here.
Yes. Move out.
Oporto can stay relatively unguarded for now. I'll move the Jinetes down to this fort as well. You guys are experienced. I wouldn't mind you guys maybe joining up with Prince Afonso here. Doesn't mean we're coming off the bridge. We should be okay. Pilgrims, I'm just going to send to go garrison Oporto. They're not going to do much use here. We march. We need to send you back for retraining at Seville.
Onward. Who do I face?
Anyone else we need to send for retraining?
Yes.
I mean, you guys arguably could do with some retraining. I don't think we'll manage to get them at Seville. We'll send them next turn. That's fine. Let's keep going with our diplomats.
Hello, Your Highness.
That's just a Danish merchant. We don't need to speak to him, but we will speak to the Oh, the Byzantines are here. We might speak to the Byzantines because that way we don't have to walk around so far. Balance trade rights. There we go. There's also Papal States diplomat there, but we've already got this chap here. It's fine. Maybe we'll get him to go speak to Sicily. Sicilian large town. Trade rights. Accepted. Would you take an alliance? You would not. Fine.
It would seem you are very
reasonable. What do we do with you now? Let's send you up towards kind of Denmark and so forth. Denmark and Norway. Still need to get Urraca married. She's only getting older by the day. We might just need to take a gamble at some point on finding a potential suitor.
Very well.
You're 42. I prefer someone a bit younger, but we might not have a choice in the matter.
Hello, Your Highness.
We'll check next turn. Oh, why are you heading to Lisbon? Please don't kill our young lad. If you kill our young lad, that's a problem. He's only just come of age and he's our next... Well, I say best general. He's our next person in line beyond our faction heir because he's the only other faction family member we have on the field at the moment. I don't particularly want an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire, but I might need to make one purely just by marrying Urraca off to someone. So I'm not seeing many good options at the moment. I don't know if I can marry that rebel army up there. That's a consideration, but by the time that Urraca gets back here, it wouldn't really be worth it. Also, they're off to go kill that force anyway. I'm still expecting a force to come up via that bridge to the east of Seville. We'll have to see. So these two witches are proving problematic. These two heretical lads.
Your Majesty?
Your Majesty,
Am I
44%.
after a suitor or a simple agreement?
Are you any good? That's a problem. You're a decent commander, but you're 43. You're going to die in like 15 years.
On my way.
I would love something better than 44%. Maybe we try over by the French again?
Not somewhere royalty should be going. Very well.
We'll try over by the French again if that's possible. Okay, good. Urraca de Portugal is becoming a good administrator. He's got more tax collection. He's loyal to the crown, and he's also Lord High Chancellor, so that's going to help with our public order. Excellent. Are we still struggling to actually make any progress? Of course we are, but we can hopefully take Seville. Get you guys back inside.
Yes. Command me.
You guys are such a hodgepodge of an army. I'd rather replace you with some people from here.
Orders.
You guys come down and join this force.
My lord. Combining
Anyone who's
forces, my lord.
too low in terms of strength
Yes.
is going to head to Seville for retraining.
Army, my lord. Let me start, my
And
lord.
our pilgrims are going to head up to Oporto.
March. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
Still need to go look after Andalusia, but it's not really an option at the moment. Put you back on the bridge.
Yes. Marching.
And let's push into Silves. Let's take this off the Moors, shall we? This one we're going to have to exterminate, I think. Just spearmen and this chap here. Military-minded, military education. Increased movement, aspiring commander. He has got deteriorating health though, so that's good for morale, in our favour. Fine. A decent commander, but past his prime. We could probably take him on.
Kill them all, men.
And also, it's another bit off there. It's another chip off the block against the Moors, I should say. Is my hope. I don't really like fighting on the walls, but I'm hoping we'll be okay.
Units, await my orders.
Well, you don't need to be carrying around, neither do you. You go here. You lads go here. Spearman there, you there. Where's the other lot of spears? There they are. Bring the spearman usher back. So you can just stay at the back here. Got lots of Hinites. They're not going to be that useful in this engagement. They're not really good at sieges. It's not their strong suit. Right, let's get up there quickly, shall we? These Andalusians and the mercenary spearmen should be better than the other. Should be better really than the other spear militia that are on the walls. And honestly, once we take the walls, we can then use our Hinites to take out the general's bodyguard without too much issue. What we need to do, we just need to push up here. We all need to destroy the mosque here as well, because unfortunately that will give a lot of benefit to Islamic conversion rates in this city or this town, and we are of course a Catholic nation, so we're going to have to make that stop happening, unfortunately.
Our men have reached the walls with their
Okay,
ladders.
the mercenary spearmen are the first there. Andalusians are not too far behind. There's less of the mercenary spearmen, so we might need to give them some support. Oh, I didn't mean to get you guys to drop the ramp. That was silly of me. Right, keep on ramming those walls open, please. I want to speak to you guys. You guys drop the ram. And you come here, because the mercenary spearmen are a little bit undernumbered in terms of their troop count. Hopefully the Andalusians will be okay up here. We will lose a few troops here, of course, but victory is almost a certainty according to the computer, so we should be okay. You lads get up there, please. Start ramming. But I suspect that the mercenary spearmen and the Andalusians will do a decent job. I'm a little concerned about the mercenary spearmen. There's not enough of them.
It will not be long before our enemy's
So this is why I'm sending this other spearman usher in to join the fight.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
If they can join in this fight, then that will change the numbers in our favour on that left side wall. I was about to say left wall, which isn't really a word or a phrase. Hoping the Andalusians will win here. I think they should. Andalusians are pretty competent, especially with experience on them. By the way, I really do like the I like that there's call to prayer in the background. It just makes it feel a lot more authentic, I would say. I think call to prayer is the phrase. Just something about this game just keeps me coming back to it, and something to be very much commended. How are we doing over here? If we can knock out one of these flanks, then the rest shouldn't be anywhere near as problematic. I'm not too concerned about the general, really. We can use the Jinetes to really knock him down, to be honest. As I said, it's not really their strong suit, but we should be able to make it work nonetheless. But yeah, see, wall fighting in this game is always tough. Because these towers are probably actually the thing which are causing most of our casualties. Let's speed up the time a bit. While we wait for either the gates to break or the walls to be brought down. There we go.
Ram has done its work.
That ram has done its work. Drop the ram, please. There's no point in you really going against the Andalusians. I'd much rather you guys come and join up here. I think would be better. Let's actually bring you inside the walls. Try and get you to turn off those towers. And then flank these guys from the side.
We have captured the enemy's walls.
And that will be the best option for us. The general might decide to charge us, but we should be okay. Of course, we could use our levy archers as well to deal with the general's bodyguard that are here. We might need to. I think the Andalusians over this side should be able to hold their ground for now. Yeah. They're holding for now. I'm more concerned about this left flank. So you guys now charge up there. You should just be able to go through that tower. That should also claim it for us as well. No, it's still theirs, I guess, because these guys are here. But if we flank them on the side, then they should start to capitulate pretty soon. They're already shaken. They consider this fight nearly lost already. They're wavering now. Excellent. That's what we wanted. We just need to take these walls. I always knew this was going to be a bit of a slog. Once we wrap up the walls, the rest of it shouldn't be too bad. Let's speed up time again. What are they doing over there? Still wavering. Haven't quite given up the fight just yet. Oh, Andalusians are struggling. They've been fighting up against the walls. Right, pull the Andalusians back. Because they seem to be... Yeah, they're very tired. We're actually sending the Andalusians. Okay, these guys are broken. Excellent.
The enemy are badly bloody.
We'll send those
They have
forces
lost half their men.
against those spearmen. The Andalusians, we're putting back outside. I don't want them dead. Please don't... Oh no, they're gonna... No, don't do that. Just go back down to the gate. Because you're exhausted, you need a break. We'll get these other spearmen. You guys are also very tired. That, you know, a lot of you are very tired, but it's fine. You guys are literally just going to hold here. Oh, the general's moved to where? If the general's moved, we could take the town centre. Oh, we probably shouldn't. Stop that order. We will, however, bring in our Jinetes.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
You guys are all fighting over here. Due credit to the spear militia, they've done well. Fine, we'll get the Andalusians to actually charge them from behind. They should be able to win that, I would think. Our Jinetes need to not get caught in the streets here, but they should be able to attack if they're clever. So we'll just bring you guys here. Okay, Andalusians are steady at the moment, that's fine. You guys are wavering. So we just need to get you guys down there. Then we can take them out. We're losing a few horses to the towers still. Right, let's get you guys to start taking this general out. Just make sure you're on skirmisher mode. We're going to need to get away from you guys, from this general quickly. You might be able to do some good work here.
Praise the saints! Our men have taken control of the city.
Oh, they're targeting the spearmen. Pull back. Pull back. I said pull back, please. Oh, they're going to be massacred by those general's bodyguards. Get out of there. Oh, guys, come on, please. But they're going to be absolutely slaughtered. Get out of there.
My lord, we have lost control of the city.
Fine, just keep firing. But get out of here, please. If you want to attack, at least throw things at them. Knock them down. Right, now pull back. I really shouldn't have charged in with them there. That was a silly decision. Right, you guys... get back down here, please. You can probably now do another shot at these lads. Because they're now running away. I wouldn't charge them though, that's a bit silly. Okay, we lost a few too many skirmish cavalry there, it's unfortunate. But we'll now pull back, we'll let King Henrique manage this. He should be able to finish this off, there's only 8 of them. Jinetes, stop firing because you're going to kill our own soldiers there. And we'll get the spearmen to join the fight as well. I probably didn't need to send in the skirmisher cavalry, it was my mistake, but oh well. There's only 2 bodyguard left. We managed to knock out quite a few of their generals. Not very high-ranking generals, but still, it's bodyguard that we don't need to fight going forward. So I'd say that's a pretty good thing, all things considered. I think it's just this lad left. So speed up time. So he's dead. Due credit to the generals seem to stand and fight for a long time.
The enemy general lies dead.
But there we go.
Good riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense resolve.
Right, let's go take out this last lad here. Won't take long to take out one gentleman.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Okay, 172 men lost, but we've taken another town, so hopefully that material loss won't be too bad overall. And yeah, it's another town off the moors, which is good. We are going to have to exterminate this populace, which I'm not thrilled about. The reason we're doing that is because it's an overwhelmingly Islamic city in terms of its religious kind of makeup, and so we need to knock that out pretty quickly. Make sure there's no active kind of religious buildings going against us. Let's get a church down here. It's probably arguably more important we do that than anything else. Although we can't do anything this turn. Just make sure every town is doing something. Seville can have an upgrade. You can have land clearance. You can move forward next turn. Silvers is going to have some issues in terms of its religious makeup for a while, I would think. Anyway, I think that's all we can do this turn. And we are pushing the Moors back, but the Moors have a lot of territory down here as well. I would like to see them take out Cordoba, but Cordoba is a really tough siege. That's something which we might struggle with a little bit.
Yes, Lord.
And we want to get more priests out on the field, because Manuel is 60, he's going to die soon. Oh, I didn't move my princess, did I? That's fine. Oh, I might have done, actually. Anyway, I don't mind keeping our new lad inside Lisbon, because he's making us good money there. I imagine the Moors will come on a counter-attack at some point soon. We're going to have to be ready for it. Hopefully we'll be okay. But we've taken 4 settlements. Only another 41 to go, I think. I think we need 45 for our victory condition. But after a while things will get a little bit easier as we start to steamroll, hopefully. Oh, I saw a Moorish force there. I think they're heading for Seville. I don't know if they've got enough in there, because Seville's a pretty tough nut to crack anyway. We can probably send some reinforcements from Silves to join them. We'll see kind of what that force looks like in general. And we can go from there. I mean, the Moors have just gone through territory of Leon, so I wonder if that's going to kind of make relations go even worse. Hopefully it does. Because really, the Moors are our only main competitor in this part of the world at the moment. Eventually, we'll probably go to war with either Leon or Aragon. It's usually the way it works. So many offers of marriage, but they're all 42. And this guy is not good enough, really. The Doge General is dead. I know I keep saying I need a general, I should just accept one.
Yes?
But that's not what I can accept. I could try for Otto von Tyrol, he's a little bit better. We may well be twice cursed though. Leon and the Moors are at war, good. As are the Papal States and the Fatimids. England and Scotland are also now at peace. Do we push for 44% with Otto here?
Or a simple agreement?
He's a pretty damn good commander.
For our future.
Please. I can't be twice cursed. Oh, you...
And me with it.
God damn it. 44% is not my number, is it? Both Urraca and Sancha de Portugal have been disgraced. Unfortunately, we can no longer get any more benefits from them. They are lost to other factions. So really we need Prince Alfonso and Gonçalo to have some children, and quickly. Also, our priests have become a little bit better at their job. They've picked up Witch Hunter. So they've picked this up because they are fighting heretics in the area. A would-be Inquisitor that has ready partnered with the Man of the Cloth so he can hunt heretics with the Church's blessing. So additional party for Gabriel de Castello and also for Bento de Valle. So they're pretty decent bishops now, which is progress. Speaking of which, let's get a church here. Let's retrain what we can here. We can retrain the Andalusians and the Spear Militia. May only be putting more armour on them. We can also get another merchant here, which is good. I like a new merchant. And actually, Silves is a large town, similar to Lisbon. And we actually want to lower the tax rate here because we want growth to come back after our extermination. But we might be able to get some good stuff out of Silves here. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Definitely need to get some more town guard or some other ability to just get some more people in here in terms of troops. That's fine. Oporto's got its logging camp, and Lisbon's also built something. Lisbon, I don't know if we need a blacksmith here. I wouldn't mind having communal farming, again, just to keep growing, because that equals more money. Let's retrain you and train some more Lusitanian javelin. We haven't really seen them yet on the field, but they're pretty good. In fact, you three are going to come down to here. You guys are going to look after Oporto. I suppose we could now build a brothel for getting more spies here, because we actually don't have anyone inside Oporto at the moment, which is probably good. Lisbon, you can recruit another ship. I think we've probably got a decent enough fleet for the time being. In fact, we might even go send it out for a little bit of a raid on the Moors. We may as well block their docks. Okay, that's not too big a force. Neither is that. But we might want to give them a little bit more support there. You guys in here, can you get any more recruitment done? You can. Do some more recruitment there.
Orders.
Yes.
You can actually make it to Seville this turn, so do that.
Command me.
You are going to push towards capturing Idris. Oh goodness, that's a big force.
Infidel, I respect you in battle. There will be much honor in defeating you.
That's a very big force.
Even if they do not deserve it, I will offer the infidels a fair fight.
That's something we're going to want to fight on a bridge somewhere, as we did before. Let's take out this smaller group. Bedouin infantry are not bad, but without major support they shouldn't be too bad. Let's clear up some of these smaller forces, and then we might need to retreat until we're ready to take on that larger force, because that larger force will hurt. You know, we've been good with our heroic battles so far, but it doesn't mean all of them will act the same. Right, so let's get ourselves set up here. Got a decent amount of heavy cavalry. Let's get our infantry set up here. Crusaders. And our range set up. And our Hilotes can go on the flank here. And let's get them moving straight away. Start with our skirmish cavalry and the rest can follow. That's fine. So you guys move forward a little bit. I don't need you to take any arrows in the back if possible. Okay. This is mostly just light infantry and spearmen. It's only the skirmish cavalry I really need to worry about. Let's put them in Cantabrian Circle to personally counterfire, and also in skirmisher mode. We can start looking at some of these Nubian spearmen, who are probably going to be the tougher issue, I would think. You know, I don't mind knocking some of these guys down straight away. And we can actually just, if we run out of our ammo, we can just literally charge down the Desert Cavalry if we need to. I think they're charging forward actually. Okay, you guys are all right up there. You guys should be able to shoot pretty soon here. I'm actually happy for them to knock into our spearmen a little bit. We'll keep shooting here, because our archers and crossbowmen should be able to knock out those skirmisher cavalry somewhat. Oh, they did knock out that spear militia group though, goodness me. But those, yeah, those archers are nearly dead now. Let's move our other cavalry up here. Did lose quite a few troops there, but if it's only a unit of spearmen, to me that's not too bad. Okay, we're still going after this Bedouin infantry, good. We'll see if we can get our cavalry to charge into these desert cavalry. I don't think they will. But we can now use our other light cavalry. No, we don't need to because they're charging us, good. Right, you lads. Hin says charge these Bedouin infantry. Actually, Hinitez go after the breaking cavalry there. You lads go over here. Take out these Bedouin infantry. This should not be a tough engagement.
Favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory
They'll
will be
go
ours.
down
The
imminently, I
enemy are
think.
badly blooded. They have lost
Yeah,
half
everyone's
their men.
breaking. Okay, we're nearly there.
The
There we
enemy
go.
flees the battle. Run
Right,
down
you
those
stop
worthless
firing.
peasants.
You guys go over here. You guys are chasing down the desert cavalry. I'm not going to catch up, I don't think. But you may as well keep trying. Take out this Bedouin infantry. We don't want to be fighting later in a tougher circumstance. We're still not very strong in our unit production, so let's just keep this going. Go after these other Bedouin infantry here. Oh, the Crusader Knights are charging. How about that? Right, take out those last few Bedouin infantry. How are you guys doing with the desert cavalry over here? I don't think you're going to catch up. At least we didn't lose any Hinitez this time, so that's good. Right, they'll be off the field momentarily. Who's left down? No one's left down here. Okay, we can call it there.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
So yeah, that spear militia got absolutely decimated by those desert cavalry. But now that I'd much rather a spear militia takes the brunt of the damage, you guys are being executed. It's a pretty significant force here in general. Would you believe our relations are not in a good way? We can't make it back to that bridge, unfortunately.
Yes. Stopping for the night.
Let's see if we can give this guy some more support.
Yes. Who do I face?
Archers,
Strike, my lord.
Andalusians.
Yes.
Take out these 18 Crusader Knights, they're not going to be doing that much for us. Put these Andalusians in, put the archers in.
Majesty. Yes.
Don't put King Henrique in there, he doesn't need to be.
Yes. Orders.
That will probably do.
Leaving mining forces, my lord.
You just head back to Silves.
Your Majesty. Who do I
We'll send
face?
you over there
Orders.
to help.
Onward.
Oh, you guys might struggle a little bit for your happiness.
Doubt my word. And you
Doubt
condemn
my
yourself
word. And
to
you can tame yourself to
yes?
purgatory.
Orders.
We can't move the
Yes,
ships back, fine. Silves is probably going to riot because I've left a little bit underguarded.
Yes. Orders.
Orders.
Your Majesty. Orders.
So that's fine.
Let me strike, my lord. Your Majesty. March. Orders.
You guys, I don't think... Yeah, you can't merge at the moment, so we'll leave you there. I can't believe we lost both our princesses. That's really unfortunate. It's very frustrating. Right, come up this way.
Naturally, my lord. Today's journey.
If we see any princesses, we might need to get Gonçalo married here. Especially as he has the king's eye and he's virile, so it's going to improve the chances of him having children. You know, that's something we want to happen.
Even if they do
I'm not too concerned about that force, so let's just end the turn. Silvers is rioting, as expected, but we'll send the king back next turn. And then hopefully that will sort that problem out. Now where's this force going? Ah, it's heading for Silver, it's fine. We can ignore that force out unless we have to find that other big army coming from the other side. I think we should be okay. Lots of smaller armies as well that we might need to deal with. Looks like they're also pushing for Silvers. Okay, looks like there's a bit of a major attack starting here. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because Kingdom of Leon are also at war with the Moors. So that's probably good for us in a way. I would like to speak to the Kingdom of Aragon if we get another diplomat on the field. I wouldn't mind being allies with them for the time being. Concordat of Worms. The Concordat of Worms, or sometimes called the Pactum Calixtinum, is an agreement between Pope Calixtus II and Holy Roman Emperor Henry V near the city of Worms. It brings to an end the first phase of the power struggle between the papacy and the Holy Roman Emperors. The king was recognised as having the right to invest bishops with secular authority in territories they governed, but not with sacred authority. Writing in Silvers, that's fine. You guys come back in Silvers and they'll be back onto where they should be soon. You guys get retrained. Looks like you can actually retrain you now, which is good. England and Scotland are allies. That's an interesting one, because I think they've been at war before. Silver's got another merchant. Excellent. Is he any good? Not really. But we'll send him out to go get some
Ready to trade.
money somewhere.
Ready
Oh, you
to
haven't
trade.
been... You're not actually on something, because I think you must have been moved off.
As you wish.
That's unfortunate. We could have been using that money.
Ready to trade.
That fish isn't worth that
Yes,
much,
that's
but it's
money
better
we
than nothing. Ooh, it's a nice merchant we might be able to snipe there. But he's an allied merchant.
Even if they do not
Name thy enemy, Lord.
Right, you guys merge together, please.
Bringing our troops together.
You go back in there. You return to Seville
Move out.
for retraining when you can.
Orders. Let me strike. My
You can go after
my lord.
this lad here,
Any of them.
Harith ibn Harun, aspiring commander, fair fighter. Has the king's eye, religiously active. Nothing too bad there. Spear militia, a lot of frontline infantry, one unit of heavy cavalry, and a little bit of archer firepower as well.
They will regret your
I think we can deal with him.
Kill them all, men.
Again, we want to just knock out as many forces as possible, really. Let's listen to this speech. We haven't listened to a speech for a while.
It is not my way to send men into needless peril during battle. If I ask something of you, it is necessary. And I will not expect more of you than I would ask of myself. I have found that just orders are readily obeyed, and victory is the result. Our foes today are Moors, which means that they are all heathens and godless loons. Killing them is a duty and a pleasure for all good men.
Not bad. Not bad at all. We've got a pretty big force here. So let's make sure it's all organised as it should be. It's a very flat map over this left-hand side. We have a lot of archers in this, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If we end up fighting on a bridge, I mean the range will be useful, but they're so low. These heavy archers don't really have much range on them, unfortunately. And then these lads can hide at the front, or not hide at the front, but be the front line here. Okay. I'd prefer not to fight in the trees if possible. I don't know if they're going to charge us or not. Looks like they are. So I'll let them come to us because it's mostly infantry here. I'm going to actually turn these guys off skirmish mode because they'll be behind the infantry. So it's not bad. I will move them a little bit closer, so they've got a little bit better range on them. Jinetes can start doing some good work though. Let's get them started. Because this is mostly just infantry, I'm even tempted to maybe try and assassinate the general to cause an early rout here. I've got 4 units of missile cav. I very rarely am beating the Moors on missile cavalry, so let's make use of it. And you guys can attack the archers really. You guys keep coming around the back if possible. I want you guys to actively attack the bodyguard if possible. If we can just knock out their range, that'll work pretty well for us. We don't need to kill them, just knock them down. Now pull back because the spearmen are charging us. Watch out for these lads, they need to not be attacked. Right, pull back.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Let's keep these Jinetes moving. We've managed to kind of divide and conquer a little bit, which is good. Just do one quick charge into that spear militia unit. Might take a little bit of damage, but we should knock out that group straight away. Pull back. Just don't let the cavalry knock you down. Don't die too much. You go back and keep dealing with those General's bodyguard. Keep charging. Infantry can now charge in. I don't want you to charge at them, just get near them and throw some stuff, please. Please be careful you don't get trapped there. We are knocking them down, which is good. Okay, now pull back because you've run out of ammo. I don't want you guys charging in unnecessarily. Right, don't charge them.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
We've got a lot of this light cavalry. I don't want it to die unnecessarily. So we'll bring the light cavalry back to our own forces here. How are we doing with the melee engagements? You guys attack them. We probably let too many of our cavalry die there, but that's fine. We'll charge into the side of this group. They should rout almost instantaneously. They're mercenary spearmen, but
It is
we
unwise
can
to
knock
praise
them
the
out.
day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle.
Let's group all our cavalry together. And we'll get our melee infantry to keep moving. Get all you lads over here. I still do have some troops left alive. So let's get ourselves back together again. Let's just reorganise our front line a little bit. That should do. Get our cavalry over here. It's a little hard to see in the kind of trees here, but we should be okay. They've still got a unit of mace, and a unit of spear, and the last few bodyguard here. Let's just push them. We need to go take out that bodyguard because they'll wreak havoc on our archers. We'll divert one unit of spearmen to deal with them, hopefully, and we'll try to get the archers out of there.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and
Just need to knock out this general.
victory will be ours.
If we knock out this general, the rest shouldn't matter. Our spearmen, our archers are hurting there, the mercenary crossbowmen. Just need to knock out this bodyguard. The bodyguards do stand and fight for a long time, that's for sure. Okay, I don't know why you're fighting the macemen, that's not what I asked you to do. Pull back. In fact, I don't know why you guys are all over there. Get out of there, what are you doing?
Our men have slain the Saracen
I don't know why you're fighting the
Now we
macemen.
must send his men
It's not what
running back to the
It's
desert.
really not what I wanted you to do. Because it means you're dying unnecessarily. There's only 3 of those male knights left. Goodness sake. I want to get those healed up at some point because they've got very nice gold shovel experience. But that was my mistake, really. Except you guys, you just keep running.
Praise the
Okay,
Almighty.
that's the end
Our
of the
enemy
fight.
has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Again, let's see how many we can actually run down here. You guys can stop running. You guys go after them. You lads, go after the mercenary cavalry, or the mercenary crossbowmen I should say. You guys chase after them as well, please. They're not that far away, we have so many horsemen. Some of you guys should be able to make this work, hopefully. All you guys band together. Just keep charging those mercenary crossbowmen, please, if you can. There's so many of you. I know you're tired, but at this point we're just trying to knock out as many as we can.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men.
Okay, I feel like we probably lost a few too many cavalrymen there, or a few too many horses. You're going to be executed, thank you.
We show little mercy.
Oh, okay, some of those male knights recovered, that's not too bad then.
Yes.
There's another force here that we can send out. We can send out these Hinaters. In fact, we can send out those male knights as well, that are inside Seville. And they can join up with this group.
This is a beautiful position to ambush. Who do I face?
And they can form a kind of pseudo force of 29. It's lost some experience there, but at least they'll still be useful to us. Any small groups of Hinaters? There's a small group of Hinaters here. We can start making their way over. You come back to the bridge.
Continuing tomorrow.
And that shouldn't be too bad. Well, we'll leave things there for the time being. I can't believe we lost twice. That's incredibly unfortunate with our princesses there. We could really use the additional family members. That being said, we're not in a bad spot. More to come soon indeed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.